Hello everybody, this is Just Like Nikki and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to explain something or do a reveal really. So before I begin, if any of you like my videos or want to see more of it, go ahead and press those buttons below, like and subscribe and share if you'd like. First I'd like to say that I was actually away from YouTube for a while because of a cold, a really bad head cold. I just was not up to doing any videos, and I was more or less kind of resting and going to work, resting some more, hanging out with my boyfriend, things like that to kind of distract me away from being sick. So I am doing so much better, and I'll be doing a Miss My Face video very soon. But okay, let's get started. So if any of you had actually seen my previous video before I actually deleted them, if any of you remember my first car video, then I'm describing my car, I showed you my car and everything like that. There's a reason why I'm having this blocked out for a moment, because I want to kind of do a reveal. I also have a truck, a Chevy Silverado 2010 Chevy Silverado V8. But I also had a sedan, which is the Chevy Impala LS V6. So, update, and I think you guys might not have remembered or not, I did sell it for $150 to a junkyard because it would not pass inspection. It was pretty much just me messing up the whole dealio. I was not anticipating what was happening. There was several oil leaks, which everybody kind of knew if they actually see my video. Ignition issues. There was, but the main priority was the fact that it was severely rusted underneath. So it was a no-go. So I had to get rid of that, and I was stuck with the Silverado Big Daddy, as I call him, a single cab, very bland 2010 Silverado. I've been stuck with him for a while now, and it was about time where I got a new vehicle anyway, because I cannot deal with my mom and arguing with me about, her being at home 24/7, not being able to use the truck, which is under my name, under my credit, which, she's not even a co-owner, so it's pretty much my vehicle. It's gonna be hers once I pay it off. But I always needed a second vehicle anyways, and it's good just in case of a backup. The Silverado has nothing wrong with it. It did have a dead battery, a battery issue, which we did replace. But so I decided to go into Car Guru because one of my former employers were also my neighbor's brother were talking about their son getting a vehicle, and I was like, what can I do for that? So he said, well, I was looking on Car Guru, and I was looking at Car Guru, and to anybody who, this is not going to be a thing where, I recommend. It's good to see what it is on Car Guru. If you can find something interesting, it's always good, especially if it's in your area. In my area, it's not very likely, but in surrounding areas, I was able to find something. So this time I wanted something a little bit more foreign, something that had good gas mileage. So I decided to look at Hondas. Now the two Hondas that I was looking at were kind of not even an hour away. The Honda Odyssey, which the Car Guru were saying $90 a month for payment. And I was like, cool, and it's in my somewhat of a close distance. And then the CRV, which is also in the same dealership as the Odyssey, which was $205 a month. I decided to go to the dealership to check them out. Unfortunately, the Odyssey was as is, and I do not recommend to anybody unless you actually have the money to fix up a vehicle. But if you go under as is, it's not inspected. It's most likely in terrible condition, but it's a risk. It's a money risk, and that's something that I don't have the patience for, and I can't risk that. So I decided to look at the CRV, but the CRV unfortunately was sold. So there was two, thanks to a dealer who was very polite and very sensitive to the matter of what I explained to him was looking for a vehicle, something under $300, which you'll understand the price later, and some other things like extra cup holders and all that. I made it very clear that I wanted cup holders. So anyway, so he showed me two vehicles. It's the Acura DMX. It's a 2010 Acura DMX, which is a really nice SUV, and the Honda Pilot hatchback sedan, which was also in very good condition. So I decided that I was going to go with the bigger vehicle because I always enjoyed SUVs. If I were to start a family, that's something I'd go for. I can hold multiple people. And if need be, if I were to be doing a road travel, it'd be nice to be able to sleep somewhere in my vehicle and not have to pay money. So, you know, that's like less likely, but anyways, I test drove only one vehicle, and I decided to get just that one vehicle. And it was the Acura, actually, the Acura DMX, which is like a dark red to purplish color. And actually, I will show you now. So this is actually what I got. It's $299.98 a month, which is still under $300. It was a very close call with banks, but here we go. See that? And that's all mine. And the best thing about this one, well, normally some of these things, because these are actually, this is more interesting, more custom than Big Daddy over there, because he does not even have like anything like with the radio. There's no CD drive, not even like a cassette tape player. Doesn't even have an aux output. So yeah, manual windows as well. That's my single cab Silverado. But this one, actually, let me unlock this. And this is what my key looks like. This is what the Silverado key looks like. This does not have an auto start, but I don't really need it. I've gone so long without one. So, I'm not always impressed with electronical things, like more electronic things. Let's start with the trunk space. So the trunk actually pops open just by a button. There's a button on the side door next to the on the driver's side, and there is also one up here that shows you that you can close it right there. This is a 7-seater, and I enjoy it because then I can actually have more trunk space if I want to, which is more likely. I'm not going to really need the last 2 seats unless my sister and brother-in-law are over and we're having like a group drive with my dad and stepmom and my mom and I. So those 2 seats are actually under this mat right here. You can pull them up and everything. You can actually fold this, and I actually like that idea. You can fold this. So the donut is under there, but there is a choice to have a spare tire, which will go under there eventually. But I like the space. It's perfect. Especially if I want to go camping or if I want to go to the beach, I could just shove a crap ton of things in there. This is like a locked cap, so there's a button also. It's really nice out today, so that's why I decided to show you and film you. The back seat, there's plenty of leg room, nothing to worry about. You can always like scooch up these for even more, but there's cup holders. There's actually a cup holder in here, which you could just press and it'll release, and then you can flop it back up again. And there's kind of more on the door, but they're more the water bottle holders. And the inside, it is, I actually did like a video earlier about this, but I didn't really think that it was enough. So I have the the passenger seat and the driver's seat. I do have this middle console thing that pops open. You press the button. There's actually an aux cord. If you move the tissues, the aux cord is literally like at the bottom. So it's nice. You can like hide it. I don't really care for that option, but there is like a compartment by the feet of the passenger where you can put your stuff in there. I'm using it now for like incense and those. So this is a pretty simple 6-disc changer radio. You can put CDs in there with a CD player. You got a couple other compartments and everything. So there's 2 power cord outlets. There's one in there and there's one back here, which I find is fun because then people in the back can actually charge their phones or anything else. This does not have a GPS for its year, the 2010 Acura DMX, so it does not have a GPS in the console up there. It does, however, tell you the date, the month, and the time, and it has a compass. And one of my favorite, I gotta show you the door, but that's, you can select which one you want. This doesn't really work very well, so I don't really care. I can always adjust it. That's not a deal breaker. That I like. You can pop the cap open for gas, and you can also open and close the sorry, I'm out of breath. See, I'm still recovering, so I'm a little out of breath. But you can actually open the hatch, the trunk space, by that. So one of the cool things is that, and I'm never gonna really use it, it does have a sunroof, and it is automatic sunroof, so like here's a switch for it. And then you got your dome lights. And then you also have, because these are heated seats, so you got your buttons for that. That's only for, I believe, the front. Yeah, I don't think the back has it. I haven't really looked at it much. You could do hands-free calls. You can change the volume and this is like the radio side. I don't need cruise. I've never used cruise. I don't need that. Just like I don't really need the sunroof because I'm not really much of a sunny person. I don't really care for the sun. What else? There is a rear view camera as well, and it's shown through this side of the pretty much the left side, the driver's side of the mirror, which is pretty cool because I actually do like that in a vehicle, especially if it's like this. Obviously, this has so the standard, only pretty much more built up than than the truck. I have not named it yet. I have not named this Acura yet. I am lucky to even have it. I am really good at keeping payments, and this is again $299.98 a month. So we'll see. I'm also in the process of getting a new job. I already applied for the interview. It'll take a couple weeks or so for them to say, hey, you can go through all this, and yeah, it's hopefully, and then I'll be able to get like maybe 15 to 16 an hour with benefits and everything. But then it means that I don't have to worry about the payments for this and that. I don't have to struggle so much, and it's not really much of a struggle right now. It's just an annoyance that I have to have 2 vehicles because I don't really like the truck, and I found out I really don't like trucks at all. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. So go ahead, comment below what you guys want the name of the vehicle to be, the SUV to be. Again, it's an Acura DMX. I was so clever with my Impala, my Chevy Impala. I named her Charlotte the Chevy. And I also have Big Daddy because he's big, and there's no mirror on the driver's side. There's just on the passenger side, which is fine. But it's boring, like a dad. The dad is a boring dad. I do get plate covers that I want to put on, and it's a really nice day out. It was snowing this morning, but it's actually pretty much 45 degrees out with a nice cool breeze. It's starting to feel like spring, guys. So I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I really love driving this. And I'm gonna have to this is like considered like my second or third vehicle, not counting that. Yeah, I'm not like not used to driving a foreign vehicle. I had a Hyundai Elantra that was so messed up, but it was worth driving. It was good on mileage. This is actually pretty good on mileage. I could go back and forth from the next town to this town like 5 times before it reaches halfway to the gas. So it's really nice. I also like how the headlights, I'm going to make sure this is kept pretty nice, especially during the winter, because, you know, guys, I love this vehicle. So go ahead, if you guys want to like name my vehicle, you can. Just comment below. Nothing dirty, nothing inappropriate. I do need to get this into a wash. First wash of it. But I'll let you guys go because I got laundry to do and I still got work to attend to tonight. So I might spend the night at my boyfriend's, but I'll have to see you later, alright? Bye.